There are some days when I just want to cut all my hair off. There are some days when I really hate my hair. Some days I be looking at my hair like, what if I just cut my locks? Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some updates from my 4-year Locversary. I reached 4 years November 1st, 2023. It is now December 28th, 2023. I'm going to do a length chat. I'm going to tell you guys how I really feel about my hair most times. Maybe show you guys some favorite hairstyles and show you guys what I did at my 4-year mark, which would probably include washing it, doing a rinse on my roots, curling it, and again, like I said, some of my favorite hairstyles. So if you're interested in seeing how I really feel about my locks most days, stay tuned. Let me start by saying this. There are some days when I just want to cut all my hair off. There are some days when I really hate my hair. I've discussed this before, I think in a recent lock update. Sometimes my hair just don't do what I think it's gonna do, and I'm still working on my expectations of my hair. My hair is locked. I think it still is not like fully registered. My hair is not straight. My hair is no longer in a loose natural state. So the fact that I keep having these expectations that it's gonna do what it used to do before it was in a locked state is a little unrealistic. I'm still working on that, right? Okay, so just getting that out of the way, because some days I be looking at my hair like, what if I just cut my locks? I probably, honestly, would do them over again. Like, it really wouldn't make sense for me to cut my locks off. One being like the driving factor. I have never had my hair at this length before, right? So that's like, I'm like, oh, y'all, I waited patiently for my hair to get this length, right? So I'm not cutting it off right now. Like, this length, the length is like what I have been waiting for since I started my locks. I wanted to be able to swing my locks. I wanted to come in the club shaking my dreads. But that's really like, yeah, so that's the number one reason why I probably would not cut my hair. But the question is, if I cut my hair, what am I gonna do? Just go back to being a loose natural? Like, not saying that anything's wrong with that, but the reason I got my hair, I locked my hair, was because the versatility that I realized. I was exposed to sister locks probably when I was in high school, and I just didn't know enough about it. Like, I saw my best friend's mom got them, and she used to like travel to get them retightened and things like that, but I didn't really know what it was. Like, I really hadn't put together the concept that there were traditional locks but a lot smaller, and you know, all the other technical stuff, right? And so I was like, oh, that's cool, and that was it. But then like years later, somebody suggested that I should get locks, and I was just like, no, because I was thinking about the traditional locks. I was like, I don't want big locks, you know? And still hadn't known enough of information about locks in general to really make an informed decision. But then, y'all, I saw Kendra Shay lock her hair, and I was just like, Microlocs are a thing? Like, they're so pretty. You can do them yourself. And I was like, oh snap. Like, literally, when I saw her video go up, I was like, I'm doing it. I am doing it. And so I did it. And here I am 4 years later with locks. But I did retighten my hair. I retightened it recently, and then for my 4 year, I did retighten it, curl it, and do all the things like get my roots back black and things like that. And so I'll add some clips in there, but I don't know if I was able to do like a length check, an accurate length check, and I'm not gonna be able to do an accurate one today, but you'll be able to see it better because my hair is not curled, it's just a little crinkly. And so this is where I'm at today, like right here, right on the boobs, right on the top of the boob area, and then in the back I am approaching bra strap, the top of my bra strap. So that's where some of them are, I guess, the back. If you can see that. So the length is getting there, right? So, like I said, there are some days I really want to cut it. There are some days where I'm just like, I'm not doing this right. And I'm just like really hard on myself. Like, I don't know what moisturized locks feel like. My scalp be super itchy sometimes. I just be going through it sometimes with my hair. But at the end of the day, I love it. I like that I was able to do it myself. I like the versatility of it because y'all, I love being able to do my hair in different styles. I think that's like a great way of expressing yourself. I think I probably was influenced as a child. My mom was a cosmetologist, so she was always braiding people's hair. And then my sisters did hair too. And there were some experiment styles that were done on me that I just, if I put a picture up, I just could not put some pictures up. But looking back at some pictures, I was like, now why they do me like that, right? 27-piece ponytails and things like that. But I think I have always been able to express myself through my hair. I haven't really expressed myself through clothing, except now is where I'm trying to express myself and find my style, find my aesthetic, find what looks good on my body type and things like that. But as far as my hair, I've always been expressing myself through my hair, especially once I was able to do my hair myself. So I would say after my first couple of years of college, when I did my big chop, that's when it really, really just became really fun for me to do my hair. Because before that, I was relaxed. You know, you do the relaxed styles, you do braids and things like that, which is fine. I did a lot of styles, you know. But once I was able to control how I did my hair, yeah, I randomly big chopped one night. I was taking my tracks out at a friend's house, and because I needed a relaxer, my leave-out wasn't doing what it was supposed to do no more because there was so much new growth, tracks hanging off. Like, I just needed my hair done, and I wasn't going home for a while. And at that time, I only went home and got my hair done. So I was just like, eh. So I literally took my braids out, and I think I was frustrated taking my braids out, and I was like, let's just cut it off. At that time, some of the people that I was around had froze, and that's when I was really like seeing natural hair in its like prime, I guess. That must have been like 2010. And I was like, okay, let's go for it. So I just started cutting. We just started cutting. I was like, y'all come help me cut my hair. I cut my hair off. And then it was late at night, and I went over to another friend's house who was like natural, and she had products and stuff like that. She was helping me get it together with the products and stuff like that. And yeah, I went to class the next day. I don't even know how I looked. I don't even know if I took a picture, but people were just like, you cut all your hair off. I don't know if I looked crazy. I don't know if I looked crazy. I don't even know if I really cared, but I had cut it all off. And then one of my friends, one of the players on the football team was like everybody go to him get their hair, you know, cut, shape ups, things like that. So I went and he did the back of my hair. And then I was like, can you cut all my hair off? He was like, nah, I don't know about that. You sure you want to do that? And I was like, yes, I'm sure. Like, I'm not, like, let's do it. And he just was really reluctant. And I was like, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so I grabbed the clippers and I like tried to cut some of my hair off. And then he had to fix it, of course. So I was like, well, now you're going to do it. So he did it. And I think I went to school the next day, and it's like, I think people were just really amazed that I shaved my head like a boy. And of course that brought on things with my family, like, are you okay? Thinking I'm like a lesbian and things like that because I decided to cut all my hair off. I'm like, whatever. But that's when I really began experimenting with my natural hair and just with my hair in general. Like, I can put up like a whole bunch of pictures of all the styles that I've tried to do myself and things like that. And I just had fun with it, honestly. And so I feel like I've had my good hurrah with a whole lot of natural hairstyles and things like that. And so now I'm still able to do that with locks. To make a long story short, I like that I can still do all those styles with it. You see people get wigs over their locks. They do jumbo twists on their locks and things like that, braids over their locks. So like the fact that I can still have my hair style like this and still have all the other styles, I'm like, this is kind of like a best of both worlds type of situation, which I'm here for. And so overall, y'all, I still think that this is like one of the best hair decisions that I've ever made, if not the best. It's just so versatile. And the fact that my hair is the length that it is, because y'all, I've been wanting to do buns. Buns have been like once I get me a really good bun situation, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm so serious right now. Like, if I put my hair into a bun, I have like all these flyaways and things like that. So it just looks like extremely messy, which is not the aesthetic that I'm going for. I kind of like put together type of looks. Even though some days I do be wanting to try a messy bun, I still don't think my hair is at the length, at least all of it's not at the length where I would want it to look like that, if that makes sense. Like, all the flyaways all over the place kind of drives me bananas a little bit. But when I can do a nice top bun and all of it be kind of tucked in and look messy but neat, I would be so happy. Because if I were to do a bun right now, y'all know I love them. I don't even want to do it no more because, like, edge control really do be adding a little icing on the cake. Y'all know I love me a little hump. But I'm not gonna do the whole thing. But y'all see, I wrap it to the front, and then you just see all the ends, which I have so much lint in them, and so it just becomes a really messy situation, right? And I don't really be going for that. But even though today is looking kind of cute, and because I have my edges done, maybe that helps. But it just be all over the place, and I don't be wanting it to look like that. But once it get a little longer, I kind of like the layered look, that my hair is not all the same length. It's just when I'm trying to get these buns and these other styles. Like, I tried a lock bob the other day, but since my hair is not all the same length, I have like pieces sticking out of the twist and things like that, and I'm like, I don't really know how to tuck them in, didn't really know how to do the ends, and I'm just like, there's just so much to learn still. Even at 4 years, I'm nowhere near being like a master of a know-it-all and things like that. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at. Like, I'm still waiting for the day where I can have me a nice side swoop with the, you know, I'm still waiting for the day where it'll look really nice when my hair actually reaches all the way to the back, you know. Still waiting on that day. But But until that day gets here, I think I'm gonna stick beside my locks, because honestly I think the one thing that I truly miss is just being able to do this without getting my hand stuck, you know, because some days my hand be like trying to do this, but today we're doing pretty good. But who would have known that Jasmine would have locked her hair? I guess some people probably thought about it. Let me know questions that you guys have. Y'all know I'm always open to suggestions. I have completely switched to a design essentials shampoos from VO5. I still use VO5 if I think that my hair or my scalp needs to be like really stripped clean, if I think I have a lot of buildup, if my scalp is like really itchy and things like that. But overall, the design essentials line has been a game changer. It's giving me salon experience, it's giving me luxury. My hair feels so good and it smells so good. It's like a whole experience at home when I'm washing my hair. And when I think about the price compared to the usage, I think it's a really good price. I think I paid maybe $12.99, $25 for like both maybe. And I'm still using the same 2 bottles that I bought a couple months ago. So, I mean, I think that's decent. I might have paid more than that, but I mean, at the same, regardless, I think it's worth it because I'm getting multiple uses out of it. And everything glides and smells good. It really feels good, especially coming from using VO5, which as y'all know, your hair be squeaking. Like you can hear how clean your hair is, and you have to go back and add all that moisture back in, which was challenging a lot for me because my hair is so tight compared to like a 2-point rotation. These are very like tight. Like I feel like they're very combined in a 4-point rotation compared to like a 2-point rotation where, you know, you have looser locks. So I really don't know what dry is compared to my hair being firm because of the type of rotation it is. That's something that I struggle with and have yet to do the research on or gone to a loctician about, which I do have a loctician that I really want to try. I randomly came across somebody in Walmart and they said that they had just moved here and they immediately found a loctician. I was like, oh, who? Because I've been looking for one. And so she gave me her name. I saw all the reviews. Everything looked really good. So I think I might try that for the times when I really do not feel like doing my own hair. But the time that it takes me to cut my hair has reduced. Or has it gotten longer? I feel like as my hair is getting longer, it's taking me longer, or I'm just dreading doing it more. Cause lately, y'all, I've been like, I'll walk around with just the front of my hair done, just the perimeter. 1 or 2 rows around the whole hairline. I'll walk around like that for 3 weeks and not care. As long as it looks decent to me, I'm perfectly fine with that. But I do try to keep it on a schedule because once it gets like further out and I have a whole bunch of new growth, that's when like all my shorter pieces of hair come out of the lock and then I have to go back and redo it, and then it's so annoying because then I get frustrated and then I get knots in my hair, and then I just know that I have to stop and then do it another time when I feel better. So I think I'm going to be reaching the point where I just don't want to do it myself as often. So I wonder how that works. I wonder if I start going to somebody, if I have to keep a strict schedule, or if it's like, if I don't feel like doing it, I can pop up. That's questions to ask, I guess. But yeah, we did the length check. I don't even know if y'all want to see close-ups, but like I did my hair maybe a couple weeks ago, so you can see my scalp. I know I don't really have like a grid. I just did what I did. So that's what it's looking like in the back. I have not counted my locks. I don't really plan on counting my locks. I don't really feel like counting my locks, to be honest. I know that it's under 400, or it might be like whatever it was the last time I counted it. I think it should be still around that area, give or take 10. I haven't combined anything. What I have been doing is snipping my ends. And if they're like any larger, locks that are like heavy at the bottom, like how this one is. Like how it's really, really thin, and then it's like really larger at the bottom because that's probably where it was twisted at. Then I have been evaluating them and determining if I want to just snip it, or if there's some that were combined and at the end you can see it was combined and it's starting to split back open, then I'll like cut off one of the pieces. But I haven't been doing anything drastic to my locks. I've barely been moisturizing them, to be perfectly honest. My hair has been good to me. I've been good to it. My ends, the color is coming back. Some days I hate it, and other times I'm just not bothered by it. Right now, I'm just like, whatever. Black does look beautiful. Maybe when my hair grows out some more, I might cut the ends, but at this point, I'm not really interested in dyeing it again because it's something that I'm probably gonna have to keep up, and but I would say overall, I love my hair. It's only maybe like 10% of the time, 20% of the time where I'm like, oh, I hate it. And like, to be honest, it's usually when I need to do it and don't feel like doing it, or haven't figured out a way to style it, or I just feel like it just doesn't look how I want it to look. But y'all know my favorite styles. My favorite styles include a hump. That's one of them. And I know my clip makes it so easy to do the humps. So that's literally my go-to style if I don't have a way, if I don't know what I want to do with my hair. I'm either gonna like pull it back and secure it like that. Well, is it like that? Well, I usually just pull like the top part, and I'll get a clip and just secure it so that it's not a whole bunch of hair in my face. I'll wear it like that. And then for the days where I want a little more, I'll just do a little lazy hump. I love that style. That is it. I'm gonna do